So I run a free community pantry, and I've gotten a lot of questions lately on how I do that. And for starters, one of the most important parts, I'm already really well known in my community. I'm in a local band, and so are pretty much all of my friends. And the ones who aren't are either mutual friends with another local musician, or they're drag performers. And the reason that's so important is that it means that I'm involved with two very tight-knit niche communities. And to clarify, when I say tight-knit, I do not mean that everybody likes each other, but by nature, local performers are very much aware of each other's presence. We've worked together constantly. And I run this pantry through my Instagram, so despite my wider online following on platforms like TikTok and YouTube, when I post about this pantry, the people most likely to see it are going to be in one of those two groups. The people most likely to repost it are going to be in one of those two groups. The people most likely to send it directly to someone they know needs it are going to be in one of those two groups. And to be clear, the pantry is not exclusionary. I make it a point not to ask questions about who these people are, but because of who I am and what I'm involved with, I'm able to pinpoint and provide direct, concentrated assistance to people who are adjacent to the people I care about. Or some rando in the area just happens to scroll upon the post, and that's awesome. Like I said, it's not exclusionary. But the stereotype of the starving artist exists for a reason, and that's where I come in. I'm realizing this is definitely gonna have to be a series, so we're just gonna call this whole video step 1. So I guess long story slightly less long, our spheres of awareness and influence are so mismatched right now. Identify your sphere of influence. And notice I say sphere of influence and not necessarily community yet, right? And the reason I make that distinction is that we are a country full of agoraphobic hyper-individualists. Not everybody has community yet. And if you don't, you're not really going to be able to set up your own community pantry. You're gonna have to join something already in progress. And I'll talk more in depth about that in a later video, considering this is definitely gonna have to be a series at this point. But yeah, sphere of influence, figure out who you would be able to contribute to and what you would be able to contribute, whether that's monetary donations, food donations, time donations, whatever.